Acha. The
हाँ
other criticism angle is from the more politically aware, politically correct kind of people, and
yeah
uska that angle is ke now I don't know how you feel about this or if your feelings have changed over time, but wo ye hai ke this guy is just offensive for the sake of being offensive. अब ये religion का मजाक उड़ा लेगा, he's gonna इस तरह की बातें where people who जब भी मैंने बात हुई है ना about bringing salt founder like यार ये तो मतलब shady content है that I would not be associated with, etc, etc.
I get it.
uh, do you feel there's any truth or any validity to that sort of feeling in others?
No, I don't know, yaar. I try my best. I genuinely try my best to not offend anybody.
Okay.
For example, अगर मैं कराची पे मीम बना रहा हूँ तो मैं लाहौर पे भी उसी वक्त मीम बनाता हूँ
Okay.
कि और अगर मैं लाहौर पे बना रहा हूँ तो मैं इस्लामाबाद like I try and balance it out. But obviously, there's some aspects to humor which will end up inevitably offending someone. It's not my intention.
Sure.
गलती से होता है ज्यादातर. जो
Okay.
आउटरेज होता है वो हमेशा गलती से होता है.
Mm.
मेरी इंटेंशन नहीं होती कि कोई बंदा इससे हर्ट हो या कोई मूवमेंट मतलब for any way for it to be
Mm.
offensive. I'm not into that. I don't follow trends which I think are गलत. मुझे उसमें कुछ भी गलत लगता है. I don't do it for likes or views or comments or anything of that sort. I
Okay.
avoid everything that मुझे personally गलत लगती है.
Mm.
Everybody messes up. It's not intentional. It's not जान के being edgy to get people to do it.
Yeah.
अब वही तो it's look, these people say I'm too edgy and then the meme community says I'm too normie कि तुम बहुत हाहा फनी वाली मीम्स बनाते हो कि जिनमें जोक होता भी नहीं है. उनके लिए जोक होता है कि you go past the line.
Yeah.
So there's pages who hate me for that, and then there's people at the same time who think I'm too edgy. So who's right?
Mm. I mean, वो इसमें तो obviously you have to find your own moral center, and
Definitely.
उसमें फिर ये है कि but the sort of thing I was thinking was कि it can't be that सारे criticize करने वाले just don't get the joke. Then we're edging into like Shazad Qiyas sort of territory कि अगर आपको मेरा joke पसंद नहीं आया तो आपको comedy के बारे में नहीं पता.
No, I
That
don't say that.
that sort of thing. So do you?
I've messed up definitely. I've messed up.
And
I've
also
made.
another
Huh.
consideration I'm offering for your defense, which I don't think you want, is K when you started this, you were younger than you are now. It's been what, three,
Yeah.
4 years, and
Huh.
there's
Five
things
years.
that trends that you find that you're like, huh, ye good hai. But then aista aista, maybe you see some other angles and you're like, oh, maybe that
Yeah.
wasn't as good a decision.
That happens. वही मैं
That
कह रहा हूँ कि I make mistakes, but it's not intentional. जिस तरह
okay,
लोग कहते हैं कि he's doing it for likes or it's not intentional. When I posted, I have nothing in mind except oh this made me kind of chuckle.
okay,
फिर लोग आजकल जो जमाना है they find other angles to it कि why it's not okay to make
something you
that
didn't
joke.
think of at all initially.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. इस तरह और and there's a few instances where I hate saying this, but there's stuff that people say about me which just isn't true, but it's just इतना widespread that people think it is.
Okay.
Um, मेरी intention कभी भी गलत नहीं होती,
Okay.
which is what gives me a sort of semblance. And I
Okay.
have this small group of friends I refer to. जब भी
Acha.
कुछ इस तरह का होता है मैं अपने दोस्तों से पूछता हूँ कि is this wrong? Did I mess up?
Hmm.
What do you think I messed up? Or is this being taken out of context?
Have they ever said yes?
So yeah.
Acha. And then what do you do? Do you like
Um,
take down a meme or issue a
I take down the
retraction?
post. I take down the post. I apologize. I do something counterintuitive. मतलब अगर उस चीज का एक impact था, for example, it took an angle जिसमें fat shaming हो रही है, तो I'll post a body positivity post, a few of those over the next week to try and tell people कि ये गलत बात, मैंने गलत चीज की.
Okay.
Um, and I apologize on my stories always. I take accountability. But वही
Hmm.
होता है कि अक्सर लोग वो चीज देखते नहीं है.
Yeah.
उन्होंने
Yeah.
तो they just think oh he's irreverent about it. No, I mess up.
Hmm.
Everybody messes up.
Hmm.
But it's not my intention to be like that. No.
Okay. So do you
It's
feel also कि so the thing is कि your own morality, everybody's morality and their intentions are limited by the amount of information they have. ठीक है?
yeah.
And which is might sound like an excuse, but it is also the truth कि अगर आपको किसी बारे में नहीं पता तो आपको नहीं पता. And you can't always be. Do you find yourself in a situation where, which is not in a practical situation, where you're always अच्छा इसके बारे में अगर किसी ने ऐसा सोचा वैसे सोचा, what's politically correct, but like politically correct maybe there's like 8,000 opinions. Has that ever, have you ever thought about that beforehand कि लोग क्या सोचेंगे, or do you're like yeah, I think this is fine and we'll see.
I I do now, um, because it's hurtful how people attack you after they find offense in something.
Okay.
I don't always. जब भी यूं होता है, I have this principle. I use it in real life. Whenever somebody says I'm wrong, I remove all personal thought from it,
अच्छा.
and I just think of it objectively.
Okay.
And then I think of what I think, and then I उन दोनों की लड़ाई कराता हूँ, दोनों notions की,
Okay.
to try and figure out what I think is better or what makes more sense. Uh, because I think हम as human beings we have this problem because of polarization कि जब भी हमें कोई नई information आती है हम we go to reject it, we get defensive about it, we
Or
instantly go नहीं.
alternatively, we fully accept it and we think अच्छा everything we knew was wrong. और अपनी पोजीशन हम शायद
लोग
बिल्कुल ही
करते हैं,
बदल लेते हैं. Yeah.
लोग करते हैं, and that's okay as well because you can be completely wrong. I've done it
Okay.
multiple times. लेकिन I don't want to not accept new information. Because then I'll be complacent and I'll start being a very weird person who thinks too highly of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Um, तो वही होता है, attempt होता है कि take that information in, don't try and fight it, then consider it, then compare it to what you already know, and maybe do a few Google searches on it. Try to learn all these fancy words they're using to try and make sense of it.
Mm.
तो फिर वो कॉन्सेप्ट्स के बारे में पढ़ता हूँ, उनको बेहतर समझता हूँ, क्यों ये चीज प्रॉब्लमैटिक थी या क्यों ये चीज सही नहीं है, क्यों ये इनको इतना गुस्सा चढ़ रहा है, क्योंकि मेरे दिमाग में तो ये कुछ भी नहीं था.
Mm.
एंड देन आई गेट, ओह ओके, दैट मेक्स सेंस.
Okay.